Hey dwarves, welcome to part 3 of our Octopath Traveler adventure. Last episode we made our way to Atlasdam to find Cyrus. In this episode we're going to explore Atlasdam and then speaking of Cyrus, and then talk to Cyrus. So without further ado, let us begin. So any of the NPCs that don't have the bubble, the 3 dots above them, you cannot talk to. I'm pressing enter right now, it doesn't work. By 4 more olives of life. 4 more of these. Alright. I believe, if I remember correctly, Cyrus is up here. Yes. Yes, I think I know now who stole that tome. Perhaps I should go have a little chat with him, just to make sure we all understand one another. His name is Cyrus and he is a scholar. This is Atlasdam, nestled in the fertile plains of the Flatlands. It is home to the Royal Academy, where many of scholars studies night and day, to bring the light of knowledge to the royal family and to all the realm. He passes his days in the halls of the great library, devouring tomes to his heart's content. It is in that library where he learns of a grievous theft. Certain that one of his fellow scholars is the culprit, Cyrus sets out to confront the man, in a shadowy subterranean study. He will need wise allies on the path he has chosen. You begin a tale. For those that are new to this, yes.
And so it was that Atlasdam was founded some 2 centuries ago. Indeed, our fair city-state is among the longest standing on the continent of Austera. But there was another city-state with a history as long and proud as our own that came to a tragic ruin only 8 short years ago. Now, who can tell me its name? How about you, Therese?
I think it was...
Now, no need to get all flustered. There's no shame in not knowing an answer, so long as you have a desire to learn. The answer is in your textbook. Go on now, look it up.
Yes, Professor. Let's see. I believe it was Hornburg?
That is correct. Hornburg was ruled over by a royal family, said to be descended from priests of an ancient and long-forgotten religion. On the other hand, our fair Atlasdam was founded by one of the original clans that inhabited the Flatlands. Who can tell me how many clans lived in the Flatlands at the time? Your Highness?
histories have it that 8 clans did live in the flatlands in those days.
Correct you are, Your Highness. It was a time of great strife here in the flatlands as the 8 clans waged a long and bitter war. Change would come when the armies of Grandport invaded these lands some 2 centuries ago. At the time, the rulers of Grandport sought to exert their influence over territories inland. Ironically, this compelled the warring tribes to put aside their differences and unite against their common foe. Oh, but look at the time. We'll pick up where we left off next time. Don't forget to read chapters 3 and 4 before our next lecture. And be prepared to answer questions on any of the material within.
Yes, Professor. Thank you for another most stimulating lecture, Professor Albright.
Hello?
Ah, Professor Albright. Mercedes from the Royal Library came by with a message for you. Seems today is your lucky day. You've been granted permission to enter special archives.
Splendid!
Finally, I can begin my research. Library is just outside the palace. I'd best make haste.
Professor Albright.
Thank heavens you're still here. I thought I had missed you.
Your Highness.
What can I do for you, Your Highness?
The truth of the matter is,
If you can spare the time, I had a question about something we learned today.
But of course.
It would be my pleasure to answer anything.
Mm-hmm.
After all, my role as your tutor is as important to me as any of my research. Unfortunately, I cannot spare much time. Is the question a quick one?
indeed.
Yes, Professor, it will not take long. I was just wondering about the ancient religion of Hornburg. Pray tell, what did they worship?
Very astute of you.
A very astute question, Your Highness. However, I fear that nearly all the texts detailing the nature of that religion were burned and lost when Hornburg fell. I see. A shame that.
The truth.
I do, however, have a theory of my own. I believe that the royal family of Hornburg were guardians of an ancient power. Mind you, this is not ideal speculation. My theory is based on the fact that
Oh.
let's continue the discussion another time. My apologies for keeping you, Professor.
With pleasure.
No need for apologies. It would be my pleasure, Your Highness. That such questions occur to you is a sign of a sharp and curious mind.
Why, thank you.
Your lectures on the history of the realm are most fascinating to me. For if I do not learn of our past, how can I hope to lead my people to a bright future?
Indeed.
Most admirable philosophy, Your Highness. The people of this land are truly fortunate to be led by one of such wisdom and kindness, as I am truly fortunate to have opportunity to serve in some small way. You are far too kind, Professor Albright. I am proud to be your student.
Ah,
Oh dear, I'm running late.
good day.
Pray, do not forget your assignment, Your Highness.
Farewell.
Of course, Professor.
Ah, Therese. Yes, do you have a
Did-
question for me?
I was just about to read that, and he read it for me.
No.
I mean, no, good day, Professor.
Hmm?
Alright, let's save. And just continuously walk into the door. Didn't know that would happen.
It's me, Cyrus.
Oh, Professor Albright, you're looking quite eager today.
Mm-hmm.
When I heard that an original copy of The Church of the Flame, A Complete History, had been donated to our archives, I simply had to be the first to see it.
I see.
You're more on top of our collection than I am. Just sign here.
With pleasure.
Is something amiss?
Actually,
For someone known as the most brilliant mind in the Royal Academy, when you talk about books, you're as giddy as a schoolboy. When you put it that way, yes, much as a child is fascinated by a new toy, I am titillated by the prospect of acquiring new knowledge.
I see.
Right, the expression on your face says it all. Anyway, everything seems to be in order. Enjoy your quest for knowledge, Professor.
Many thanks.
Many thanks, my dear. I most certainly will. Bleh. Wow. I most certainly will.
What have we here?
How odd. The tome is nowhere to be found. Did someone return it to the wrong shelf? Not here either.
An interesting dilemma.
These archives were strictly guarded and curated. Wherever could it have gone?
Professor Albright.
The headmaster would like to see you at once. Of all the times to... Oh well. Might I ask you a favor?
Hmm?
What might that be?
The truth is,
The tome I mentioned before seems to have gone missing. Could you locate it for me?
I see.
Missing? Huh. I'll begin looking at once, Professor.
many thanks.
Many thanks, my dear.
Cyrus Albright, by your request, sir.
Do enter. My apologies for summoning you on such short notice.
How might I be of assistance, Headmaster?
That treatise on arcane studies you published. What in the gods' names were you thinking?
Sir? I do believe I made my hypothesis perfectly clear.
I'm not talking about your hypothesis. You went out of your way to cite one of the texts in our special archives. The knowledge housed in those tomes is the Royal Academy's greatest treasure. It is not to be divulged to the public at your whim. Laying it bare in one of your silly papers is out of the question.
I am fully aware of the value of those tomes, Headmaster. It is for that very reason I would share the knowledge with my peers.
You are to share nothing! That wisdom is for the Academy and the Academy alone.
But that goes against everything.
Enough, Cyrus!
Even my best argument is sure to fall on deaf ears. The Headmaster sees knowledge as a medal or precious stone, something to be appreciated by its rightful owner alone. Knowledge is power, and power is to be hoarded. An unfortunate attitude, indeed. My sincere apologies, Headmaster. It won't happen again. Is there anything else you need of me?
That is all. You may go. Wait, there was one last thing.
Sir?
I heard the special archives will be closing early today. If you have research to do there, I would do so quickly.
Good gods. It's as if he enjoys watching me suffer. Thank you for your concern, Headmaster. In that case, I'll be on my way.
Sorry about the noise in the background, guys.
Enter.
Excuse me.
What's the matter?
Yes, what is it, Therese?
Hmm.
It's about Professor Albright, sir. Make for the library. Did I just see a chest? Oh, I thought I saw a chest over there. Hang on, guys. Sorry about that, guys. There's a lot of noise outside.
Can I help you?
Ah, Professor Albright.
A moment of your time.
Did you have any luck finding the tome?
My apologies.
I'm afraid not.
Say it is not so.
Well, this is most unfortunate. One might conclude that it had been stolen.
Actually,
Professor, taking books out from these archives is strictly forbidden. And as you know, the keys to the vault are entrusted only to a select few. Quite honestly, it would be easier to steal the crown of the king's head.
Aho!
An impregnable vault, a disappearing tome. It would seem we have quite the mystery on our hands. and the mysteries of the world are meant to be solved. Or so the scholar in me says. Would you not agree? If it had been stolen, I would say it's a job for the city guard. But as you can see, I can see you won't let it go until you've cracked the case, as it were.
Indeed.
You could say that indeed. A habit I just can't seem to break. Once a puzzle is placed before me, I simply cannot rest until I've worked out a solution.
I see.
Well, far be it from me to stand in your way. It must be tough being a genius.
Leave it to me.
I will not deny it. Worry not, the tome will be back on the shelf before you can bat an eyelash.
Take care.
Right, thanks. Best of luck in your search.
Time to do some research.
And the game is afoot. Now where to begin my search? I suppose I should inquire with Mercedes as to where the keys to the library are stored. The garage front door would know who has been frequenting the library lately. As my fellow scholars. Then mayhap I should pay the headmaster a visit as well. Testimony. Of course I've got a key to the archives, and no, I wasn't sleeping. I was resting my eyes is all. But even if I was sleeping, what would it matter? What kind of fool would bother stealing with his tome anyway? Most intriguing. Here's a key, as yet he knows little to... Wow, I couldn't read that. Some people in here. Let's see now. Only Headmaster Yvonne and the guard station outside should have a key to the library archives. Let's see now. To the archives? No, I haven't got that, but I'm not surprised someone stole a tome, considering what they're worth. I've gambling that's myself, so I understand the temptation. And then one more. Which I believe is up here. You know full well I have a key to the special archives, and that I would never be so foolish as to let it fall in the wrong hands. In any event, I've had no reason to peruse those tomes in quite some time.
Splendid.
That should be all the information I need to solve the case. Who possesses the keys to the archive? Headmaster and the guard.
But of course.
Of course, it all makes sense now. There are only 2 keys to the archives, one belonging to the headmaster and one to the guardsman. Whose key was used to unlock the archives? The guards. The headmaster's key is safely locked away in his office. Furthermore, he hasn't visited the archives today. On the other hand, the guard has been acting suspicious of late, even sleeping while on active duty.
Oh.
It would be all too easy to attest to lift the key off his person. So it is possible that is it possible the guard is our man? No, he would have no motive. The culprit must be someone who understands the true value of the tome. Which is to say, one of my colleagues. and most likely one is who has accrued a frightful gambling debt.
Which means that...
Put it all together, and our villain is Russell.
Yes.
Indubitably, that shifty scholar, Russell. Yes, I dare say my logic is foolproof.
Shall we begin?
Now all that remains is to find our man and make him confess to the crime. Word has it he's been doing his research underground these days.
Now then.
I think it's time I did some field work of my own. And so I have taken it upon myself to investigate the suspicious scholar. Interested in coming along, are you? It seems you have quite the curious streak yourself. But of course, mysteries exist only to be solved. After all, it is of utmost importance to remember that. Ah, but there I go again. Don't let me talk your ear off, but I will be glad for your help. Now let's get right down to business. No doubt we'll find Russell in his laboratory down below. Cyrus joined the party. Alright. Here we go. So Cyrus's ability to study foe means that we can figure out one of the enemy's weaknesses. And his skills, he can use basically like elemental attacks is what they call it.
Oh, flames! Rain! Rock!
What to do?
Nice.
What is the logical course of action?
I'm gonna use that.
What to do?
Is he weak to bows as well? Nope. Ouch.
Let's do this.
Get out of here.
How's that?
Easy level up.
Ready or not?
Oh, skeleton.
Here I come.
Make the light.
Here I go. Here I go. Nice try. Here I go.
I love that.
Now, what next?
My turn now. How's that?
We're gonna get to Cyrus level 4 before moving on. You can see Russell in the background. He's in the upper right.
What to do?
Let's use fire.
Oh, flames, rage strong.
Here I go!
Alright, let's use that. Take it out.
You got more than you bargained for.
Level 3. We'll get him one more level and then we'll go.
Open for business. It's my turn now.
Now, what next?
Can't help but hum this song.
Oh, flames, rage strong.
Let's do this.
Nice.
How's that?
Okay, I think 2 more enemies. Herb of Light.
Step right
Yeah,
up.
2 more.
It's my turn now.
Now, what next?
I actually did more.
An interesting dilemma.
Let's do this. Time to close up shop.
Yeah, 1 more and then alright, get me out of there. Go collect this treasure chest. Light soul stone.
Time to teach you a lesson.
Here I go.
What is the logical course of action? Oh, flames, rage strong.
What to do?
Nice.
Time to close up shop.
That is level 4. Let's go back and save. Nice, level 4. Alright, here we go.
What?
Professor Albright. Are you always in the habit of barging into your peers' offices while they're working?
Excuse me,
My apologies, I would have knocked but I didn't see a door.
a moment of your time.
The purpose of nothing. Maybe perhaps you've heard that a certain tome was stolen from the archives? I haven't the faintest clue what you're talking about.
Come now.
Come now, Russell. Playing dumb is just going to drag this out for the both of us. So let's cut straight to the heart of the matter. You're a thief and I can prove it. What the hells you can?
The truth is,
Fortunately for you, precisely the moment you were trying to sneak back with the key, your friend the guardsman was just waking from his little slumber.
huh?
But that's impossible. He was asleep. I'm positively.
Oh,
Keeping up on your friend's somnolence, are we, old chum? It was a slip of tongue, I tell you. I know nothing about this goddamn book.
is that so?
Figured you'd say as much. Then perhaps you'd care to accompany me back to the academy? To prove your innocence, of course? It was a perfect plan. If not for your bloody meddling, I could have had it all. Ooh, he's grown.
Listen to me.
Let's do this.
Alright, let's see. Not weak to spear. Ow. Ow.
What to do?
Weak to wind. Actually, I'm gonna use fire.
Oh, flames, rage, rock.
Here I go.
Not weak to bow, really? What are you weak to? Ow. I need to heal.
Let's try this.
What to do?
13%. Ow. Jeez. Get rid of those things.
Here I go.
Trade winds. Now we'll try an ice wind. He's weak to ice. Good. Those things are gonna do some damage. And Cyrus.
Here I go. Let me help.
Uh-oh.
An interesting dilemma. Oh, ice, pierce them through.
Heal me.
What to do?
Alright, we're going to use all the things, then trade winds.
Now, what next? Oh, flames, rage, rock.
Here we go. Now,
So much to
Let's do this.
it's a good thing I got this.
Help.
now, what next?
Alright.
Let's do this.
It's 31%. That is not quite in the yellow. Yeah. Do as much damage as possible.
What is the logical course of action? Oh, ice, pierce them through.
What to do?
Yes, that hurts. Stop it.
How about
Alright.
this? I still
Well then.
so much.
Let's do this! What to do? Let me help.
Use 3 olives of life on this battle. All of them were on Cyrus.
Interesting dilemma.
Oh.
Let's try this.
Let's do this! Thank you!
Yeah, let's collect your money.
What to do?
Alright.
Thank you!
You failed to collect any coin. Rip.
What next? Oh, flames! Rage! Roll!
Need to get rid of those water wisps.
Let's do this! Let me help.
Interesting dilemma. Oh, flames! Rage! Roll!
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to heal.
This should do the trick.
Oh, ice! Hit them through!
My turn now!
And I can't do anything. Okay. Whoa.
Sorry.
What to do? Let me help.
Now I've used 4. Those things are annoying.
This should do the trick.
An interesting dilemma. Oh,
There's in yellow.
rage!
And those things are gone.
Oh no!
Oh no. Need to heal.
How about this?
I don't care about Cyrus.
Oh, ice! Pierce them through!
Yep. Saw that coming. Number 5. Yeah. break his shield.
What is the logical course of action? Oh, ice! Pierce them through!
Here I go!
He's almost done.
Here I go!
Oh, ice!
He's in the red.
Pierce them through!
Let's do this!
I probably should have healed him.
My turn now! Let me help.
Now, what next? Let's try this.
Great.
My turn now!
What's this now?
What to do?
What's this now?
Would have been funny if I got him that time.
What is the logical course of action?
Don't care, because I think you're done.
Oh, ice! Pierce them through!
No? Here now. Come on.
What's the logical course of action?
How are you not done? There we go.
Time to close up shop.
Got a lot of stuff from that. I swear I never meant to, I just needed the money.
Just so.
The tome has fetched a small fortune, that is true. And yet, did you not for a moment consider the consequences?
Say it is not so.
Instead of that tome, you would steal from our students something more valuable than all the realm's riches. A grave crime, no matter who would perpetrate it, but all the more unforgivable when committed by one who calls himself a scholar.
Thank you.
Well, Albie, you actually did crack the case of the stolen book.
Indeed.
That I did. And yet, I fear this may not be the only volume our friend had purloined. Ross has already confessed to the full extent of his crimes and revealed the names of his business associates. You only need to track down the books and purchase them back. I'll speak to the guards and see that we redouble security of the archives. What's this? It says there's another book still missing. Did that scoundrel of the scholar steal this one as well?
Actually,
From the far reaches of hell. No, I can assure you that he did not. He's been missing for some 15 years now. Russell's aggressive borrowing only extends some 2 years back.
I see.
I see, so this volume was lost or stolen long before that.
yes.
Right as always, Professor. Pray tell me more about From the Far Reaches of Hell. According to our records, it would seem to be a compendium of ancient rites and long-lost magics.
Actually,
If I'm not mistaken, it was the single oldest volume housed within our archives. Needless to say, it was a tremendous loss.
Most intriguing.
Oh, yet another mystery, it would seem. Professor Albright, the headmaster will speak with you at once.
It's also
Again?
this.
What could it be this time? Perhaps he plans to commend you for your role in apprehending the library thief. I have no interest in the necklace, but if you insist... Alright guys, that's where I'm going to end the episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like and comment what you liked or disliked about it. And I will see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Take care.